Good afternoon. Am I audible? Please confirm. Okay. Yes, Hers, what we covered in last class. You can unmute. Please switch on your camera. Yes, everyone. Yes, Hers.
Yes, sir. We are working on a project of attendance.
We have completed or we have some left part.
So, sir, we have understanding the last thing, sir.
Okay. So we will cover the last thing and then we will go to the next project. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So in next class, I will see the this project to each and everyone. Okay. You all have to complete this and I will see next class. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Just let me share the screen first. Is visible, everyone? I think we were discussing about last part, I think. Yes, implementation. This part, I think. Yes or no? Yes, Hers?
Sir, your screen is not visual yet to me, sir.
Okay, now it will be visible. Just wait. Now visible?
Yes, sir.
So I think we have to discuss from this point. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Mark attendance section.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So basically we have seen that how to, define the mark attendance. We have seen already.
Okay, attendance. Yes, sir.
We have seen, I think, yes. So now, as you can see, we have seen that how to read all the files and how to read the images from a any directory. We have already seen how to find the encodings of each and every images. We have already seen, yes or no? And we have also seen that if matching is done, means comparison is successful, then the name will be passed in this function, mark attendance function, and according to this, as we have seen that how attendance or date and the time will be recorded. Yes or no? We have
Yes.
discussed all these things. Now come to the last part and the final part, you can say. So now we have already seen how to start video. Yes or no? We have already seen how to start video in OpenCV. Similar way, we are going to use same concept here. Okay. Because if you will not use the loop here, it means that it will record only one frame. Yes or no? So basically we want to change the frame after 1 millisecond. So that's why we have to take the loop so that we can see the video like this. So if you are raising your hands, it can be seen. If you are raising your left hand, it can be seen. So for this we have to use for loop. Yes or no? As I already explained in the previous classes. So now see, okay, I explain all these things from starting. Basically, what is our objective? Our objective is to mark attendance based on the face recognition. So we have already seen how to create a directory and how to load the images from in that directory. Also, we have seen how to read the images from that directory. As you can see, we have already used how to read the images from the directory. Also, we have done one more thing. After reading the images, whatever value we will get, corresponding numpy value we will get, we are going to store in this image list. Also, we are going to extract name from that file also. So as you can see, this file is having name as Alon. This file is having Alon test. This file is having Modi. So this name also we are going to extract from this file name. So we have already done this. Okay, we have already created this folder that will find the encodings. Why we are going to find encodings? Anyone, please? Anyone? How why we are going to find the encodings. Anyone please explain? Yes, anyone? How we use encoding part? Anyone? Ansu? Ansu? For matching the faces, very good. Because just simple thing, you know. So basically every faces is having what? Unique features. Means just like my face is having, you know, eyebrow, nose, mouth like this. Your face is also having same thing. But the size matters. Means size is that my nose is, you know, maybe the different size, your nose may be of different size. So this is, you know, this is the way our, you know, encoding function just find the corresponding value. So every face will have different values of their features. So these feature value are stored in the encodings. So corresponding to each and every face, there is 128 value, and that value is called encodings of the images that we have already stored in this encoded list. Now, see how to start video. As you all know, we are going to call the encoding function where we will pass the all the values of the images, and it will give us all the encoding list of all the images. Yes or no? Encoding list of the all the images of this folder. Now, so I have also prompt a message that encoding is complete. So you will get also an encoding method is complete. Okay, now we have to do what? We have to just open our camera. Means whatever we are going to recognize the face with the help of camera only. Yes or no? So that's why we have to, you know, enable our camera. So as you all know, we are using OpenCV module to open the camera. So there is a function in this, you know, OpenCV that is called video capture. What it will do? It will just enable camera. Which camera? As you can see, there is 0. It means that it will just enable the camera which is default camera in our system. So as you can see right now, you are able to see me because of my default camera. So this same camera will be allocated to our Python program because we have called this function that is called video capture. And the variable is what? Cap. Since video capture is just like a class here, so it will have an object that is cap. And now there are so many functions inside this class. So one of them is what? Read function. So as you can see, we are using, which loop is this? Anyone? Which loop we are using? Finite loop or infinite loop? Anyone please tell me. Is this a finite loop or infinite loop? Finite loop? No. Actually, I have written true. As you can see, I have written true. It means the condition will be always true. It means that this loop will work for the finite times. Yes or no? But whenever we want to stop this loop, just we have to press Q button. Why we have taken finite loop? Anyone please? I have already explained. Ansu, are you? Yes, Ansu. Yes, Hers.
Sir, because if anyone again comes in front of camera, we need not to capture again it.
Actually, yes. Actually, we want to capture the video. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if I will use, if I will do not use the, you know, loop here, it means that it will record the first. Camera will open and the first frame is recorded.
Yes, sir.
Only the first frame will be recorded. But we don't want this. We just want to open our camera till now, you know, in entire the, you know, project. Whenever we want to stop, then only we can stop. So the camera will open, clear. So that's why we are using loop. So it will take the first frame, after 1 millisecond, it will take the second frame, then third frame, so that we can see this frame as a video. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So now, as you can see, this read function is what we are using. It will take the first frame in which variable? IMG variable. And if the frame is recorded, it means that it will store true value, as I have already explained in the previous classes. Yes, sir. Also one thing, so the image will be stored in what? This one. This image will be stored in. So we have to decide this image. Why? Because image may be of different size. So that's why we are going to decide in this size only. Okay, now what we are going to, we are also going to change the color format. As you know, by default, the format is BGR. But since I have taken earlier the RGB format, so I have to also convert this image also in RGB from BGR to RGB. That's why we have just taken this line. Now we have to find what? Face location. Why face location? Because you are in front of the camera. So wherever your face is there, just it will give the location of that face. Clear? Yes or no? Wherever, if you are in front of the camera, so the this function will locate the face of yours. Okay, and then it will store in which location, in which variable? Face current frame variable. So this is just for storing the location of the face. Next, if you are having location, then we can do one more thing. Now we have to match the the previous image with this current image or this current frame. So that's why we need face encoding function. Why? Because whenever we are going to match, we are going to comparing the images, or the that's why we need what? We need just encoding function. This will just find the encoding of the current frame, or simply you can say how it will find frame. So we are going to provide the location, and we also going to provide the image from which they have trying to replace. Actually, IMG is what? Current frame. IMG is what? It is a current frame. So if you are in front of the camera, so the current frame which will be taken by the camera on which we are working, and in this frame, the system will, or the uh, face encoding function will just find the encoding value. Okay, now, so the encoding will be stored in this variable and location will be stored in this variable. Now what we want? Now see, now we are going to zip here. What we are going to combine? The corresponding, what we are going to combine? The current frame and the current encoding frame, and as well as the location of the current frame. So we are passing these two and we are going to combine. Then what will happen? We are taking, suppose if this image, suppose the frame, the the frame that has been taken, maybe the multiple persons in that frame. Yes or no? Maybe there are multiple persons in front of the camera, maybe or not, just tell me. Suppose you are standing there, somebody are also standing there in front of the camera, then what will happen? Then this function will give you the different locations, and this function will also give you the different encodings, means all the faces. Clear? So that's why we will get the list of encodings as well as list of locations. So from that we have to find one by one which one is the imply of that organization. So that's why we are going to use zip. So there will be an encoding and there will be corresponding location. Encoding, corresponding location. So this is the way of we are going to zip two lists. Now we will take the first value from this encoding list in encode face variable, and we will take the location of the first image or first face in face location variable. Clear? Because we are using for loop. Okay, now what will happen? As you can see, we are using here compare face function. What it does, it will just take the list. Yes, anyone please tell me what is this? Anyone please? Can you explain what is this encode list now? And why we have taken? why we have taken encode list known? Because this encode list is having all the encoding value, as you can see. Yes, because this list is having all the encoding value of all the images inside this folder. That's why we are going to match with this. Okay, so now that's why we are going to use this list with this current frame location, current frame encoding, and it will compare. It will compare. Again, there is a loop, so it will take the first. If comparison is done, then it will have true value. Again, if comparison is not done, it will have false value. It means that it is also a what? It is also a list of all that value. It will be a list of all that value. Now see what will happen. So all the values, compared value means true false, will be stored in this variable only. Now we are going to also find the distance. Why distance? Means according to the feature, according to the encoded value, what is the difference? If the difference is above 60%, it means that person will be different. If the distance is less than 60%, it means that person matching is done. So for this, we are going to find the distance of the faces. So now see, we are using one numpy function that is called argmin. What it will do? It will just give you the value which will have the minimum, distance. What will happen? So it will just give you, this function will give you the value of minimum distance. Suppose which will have the minimum distance will be the only same person. Yes or no, everyone? Which one? What is the phase distance? Okay, so just see what is phase distance. Just let me write something. Do you know how to find the distance between this point and this point? Anyone? If coordinate is given, just suppose x1 is there and y1 is there. And suppose this point is having x2 comma y2. Then how you will find this distance? By using Euclidean distance formula. How? x1 minus, so you have to find this distance, x1 minus x2 all square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the formula to find the distance under, okay, root. So this is the stress. Similarly, suppose this encoding value will also have some values, 28 values will be there, and this encode face value will also have the x1 and x2 is there, 28 value will be there. So similarly, this first value is x1, then this is x2, second value is what? So similarly, corresponding value will be differentiated first and then will be added and then a square root. Then we will get the distance. Clear, everyone? Yes, please confirm. Please confirm. Are you getting the point? Okay. So this is the distance basically. Means suppose if, as I have shown in the previous videos also, if suppose you are taking the same image, then what will be the distance? 0. But if you are taking this different image, so maybe distance may be the 30%, distance may be 0.30, distance may be 0.80, 0.60. This kind of distance you will get. So if the distance is less than 60% or 0.60, then it is match. But the distance is greater than 60, it means it will be different person. So that's why we are going to find this. And now it will give you the minimum value. It will give you the minimum value, minimum distance. And when we are going to match this image and this image, which one you will take? Which one will have the minimum distance is the same image? Yes, no? Same person's image. So that's why we are going to find minimum distance. And that distance will be, that index will be stored in this variable. So where there is lowest distance, that distance or that index will be stored in this variable. Now we are going to find the name, or we are going to find match. Where is true? Match index will be there, and you will get at that index, if true is there, just see if it, because this match is having all true false value, because we are comparing this list with this encoded value, so it will have multiple true and false. So in which the value it at that index, if there is a true value, then the condition will be true. And then what will happen, just see. And then what will happen, just see, 1 minute. Okay, then what will happen, you will just, condition is true. Okay, it means that match has been done. Now you will get the name of that person, you will get the name of that person, and you will change that name in uppercase. Why? Because you want to write the name in uppercase later, means capital letter, and that name will be stored in this name variable. Clear? Also one thing, you also want to draw a rectangle on the images. Yes or no? Why? Because you want to draw a rectangle so that you can recognize this is the face location. So that's why we are going to use face location variable. And then we are going to find the all the values here in this variables, and then we are going to multiply by 4. Why? Because earlier we had just decreased by the, because earlier we had decreased the size. So now we are going to, as you can see, we have decreased the size here, so we are going to just bringing in the same size, so that's why we are going to multiply with 4, and then this will be the location, and at that location we are going to draw the rectangle. We are going to draw two different rectangles. Why? I will show you. And between this I am going to write the name of the person, and then after all these things, since matching has been done, so name is, the matching person name is inside this variable, so we will pass in this attendance, will pass in this attendance variable, and it will take the name, and attendance variable, sorry, attendance function will call this, and here all these things will happen just as I have mentioned in the last class. Yes or no? So this will take the name of that person, and it will store the corresponding name, date, and time according to this function. Now at last we are going to show every frames. Why? If you will not show the frame, then you will not able to see your picture on the screen. That's why we are going to IMShow. We will use IMShow function, so it will just show each and every frames. Now if you want to stop the loop, then you have to press Q, otherwise loop will continue. It will show the all frames. Just see, for example, I am running this code. Just let me first switch off this camera, so that we can use this camera in our project. At the same time, we cannot use the zoom camera as well as project camera. So let me just close this camera, and I am going to run this project. For this, just see, right click, attendance, I am running. One more thing you have to see, that I have drawn two rectangles, so I will show you how it will display. Yes, matching is done. First part is there, second part is there, class name is there, encoding is completed. Okay. Yes, now my camera is on. You can also see, just see, my camera is on. Yes or no, everyone? It is visible. My camera is, as you can see, my camera is on. It is slow because we are using multiple applications, that's why. So this is how. So as you can see, this is the why we have drawn two rectangles. The first is inner rectangle and second one is outer rectangle, and in between we are going to write the name. And you can also see we have filled this part. Why? Because we are using this portion. Clear? So this is how we can store it. Okay, so now I will just show you the database. Just see, or the file in which we have stored the variable. So as you can see, now I am opening the Excel sheet where, or the CSV file where attendance is marked. Just wait. Actually, I have, first of all, just okay, just see first. Actually, so first I have to remove it because my attendance is already marked, so it will not record right now. So I have to first clear this. Now I'm going to clear this, all these things, just let me do. Okay. So now we are here, okay? Now we are going to mark the attendance. So let me first close this, save, and let me close this. Okay. Now I'm going to run this code again. And as you can see, the time is 5:32. Time is 5:32. Just wait for the camera. Okay, as you can see, so the time is what? 5:32. Let's see in this, Excel sheet. So right now I am going to close this camera because if just to see one thing, if I will try to close from this cross button or close button, just see what will happen. I have just closed, again it will be open. I am closed this, again it will be open. So for this, because loop is continuously running, so I have to break this loops. That's why I have to press Q. When I will press Q, just I have pressed the Q. Now camera is gone. Okay, now see this Excel sheet. Is there attendance is marked or not? Yes, as you can see, 5:32 is this, 9 June is there, and name is there. So it means that it is going to successfully store the attendance. Yes or no, everyone? Is there any doubt? Yes, anyone? So now I'm going to open my camera, Zoom camera. Yes. Yes, hers.
So I didn't understand what is the purpose of decreasing the size at
Okay.
sir coding number 44, sir.
Okay,
So
so that actually what is happening, if you are in front of the camera,
yes,
maybe the camera is recording entire background. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
So that's why we are going to resize. Clear?
Yes,
And because at the time of recording we have resized the image and we have done all the pre-processing on that image only. So now we are taking the, when I will show you on the screen, I will show the whole screen, yes or no? And we have
yes,
to, we have to show, rectangle there in the
yeah.
same ratio. That's why we have earlier, resized. Now we are going to back in the same size by multiplying
Yes.
4, because you have seen that right now we have used, just see what we have done here, just see. As you can see, this is the size 0.2. I mean, whatever size earlier it is having in a height width, we are going to take it 1/4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And that's why we are going to multiply with 4 here, right? Clear? Now you all have to add something new in this project. Clear? You can make it in GUI format, you can make in web pages also. Clear? So you have to add something new in this project. One more thing you have to just check it. Actually, I am matching the image on the basis of, or simply you can say, I am calling the function, or I am going to mark the attendance based on the name. So this should not be happen. We should mark the name based on date. Suppose today you have marked the attendance, then tomorrow, suppose if अभी देखो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं ना, नेम के बेस पे कर रहे हैं ना अभी, यस सुनो कि नेम यदि प्रेजेंट पहले से है तो रिकॉर्ड नहीं करना है, नेम प्रेजेंट नहीं है तब रिकॉर्ड करना है, बट इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. Why? When you are going, going out from this campus for 1 hour, 2 hour, and then you are coming back, it will not record. So that's why you have to change something in this logic. What you have to change? You have to change the date format. If date means current date is not present, then you have to mark. Clear everyone? If current date is not present, then you have to mark. Then you have to check both a name as well as date. Clear everyone? Or time you can also check. कहने का मतलब ये बच्चों कि नाम, अभी आप क्या कर रहे हो कि नाम, उस नाम से यदि अटेंडेंस प्रेजेंट है तो वो नए वाले को नहीं मार्क करेगा, यही ना. लेकिन हमें ऐसा नहीं करना है, हमें क्या करना है, डेट वाइज करना है ना. मान लो आप 10 टाइम्स बाहर जाओगे तो 10 टाइम्स अटेंडेंस मार्क करना चाहिए उसको. यस और नो? इफ यू आर गोइंग आउट of the campus for 1 hour or 2 hours, then you will return, then it should mark the attendance. Or you can do one more thing on the basis of AM PM also. So if you are AM, then it will record first time. If you are in PM, then it will record the first time. So you can add some features like this. Yes or no? So you all have to, first of all, you all have to run this code, and you have to so in next class I will see each and I will see next class to each and everyone. Clear everyone? Is there any doubt? You can ask. All clear? Okay, but it will be clear 100% when you will just type this code and when you will run in your system. Clear everyone? Okay. Is there any doubt? Just you can ask. So I think now it is very, very simple for you, because you are able to understand what is happening in this code and why we are using this function, why we are using this part. So I think all things are clear, but yes, you may have some doubt also. But before it, you just run all these codes, in your system. Just try to run all these codes. Then you will understand 100%. Otherwise, it will be 60-70%. So only understanding is not enough for, especially for the coding part. Just you have to write the code in your system, you have to run this code, you have to debug the error also, then you are able to understand whole logic. Yes or no? Yes, anyone is having any doubt, please you can ask. Mahfooz, are you having any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Just mute. Okay, Harsh, just ask.
Sir, I would like to something different from this, sir. I would like to ask, sir, is it necessary to install packages from PyCharm? Can't we use the Windows PowerShell or other sources?
Means you want to install packages, different packages.
Yes, sir. As a face recognition, because it's continuously showing error in my PyCharm. I have seen different versions.
You can use different, different libraries also. Clear? But
yes,
just remember that their function may change. Yes or no? All these functions may change.
Okay.
Logic will be same.
Yeah.
Yes, but function may change. Because here we are using face distance, compare face function. There may be another type of function, but you can do. You can also do with the help of what? OpenCV.
OpenCV. Yes.
But there is a lengthy process. Yes or no?
Okay.
But we are having a special, library for this face recognition. Then why should not use this? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm asking, sir. Face recognition can be installed from somewhere else.
Yes, you can install. One more thing, that if you are
Yes, sir.
not able to install this face recognition,
Yes, sir.
at first just ensure that you have already installed, Visual Studio and desktop development with C++. Have you installed this?
Yes, sir. Both are
Okay,
installed.
CMake is there.
Yes, sir. CMake is also there.
Okay, just try to change the version of the face recognition. Clear? Or just try to change the delete version. Maybe the
Delete.
problem. Yes or no? Or otherwise, there's another option. You can,
Yes.
just install the, library separately from the website, from Google also. You can search
Yes.
for the face recognition library. Manually, you can install also. So yes, you can search like this. Face recognition library library. Okay, you will get all this. Have you installed delete?
Yes, sir. I have installed Delete. So it is
Okay, so
in
okay,
latest
then
version.
it will work. Just try to change the version of face recognition. Or
Even I
otherwise,
tried doing that, so sir. I
try.
changed 4 or 5 different version of face recognition.
Okay, okay, just see this version you have used.
1.3, but yes, this is the latest version, sir.
Okay, if you are not able to download from like this, just go to this part.
Yes, sir.
Just try to download from this. It will so. Just 1 minute. Okay, download section, you can get some files, I think. Or this is the also face recognition library is there. You can
Yes.
install from this place. You just install or download this part, this file, and just try to install manually. Clear?
Yes,
Just
sir.
try to install manually. This can also work. Just write install pip, like you are writing pip install like this. So
Yes, sir.
install, rather than using face, you can just write the name of this folder.
Okay, sir.
Just try it, or otherwise you will get this process in YouTube also. Just try it.
Yes, I will search for it, sir.
Okay, just search. You will get many options. There are so many problems are there, no? So you will get many solutions for that.
Yes, sir. Even I tried down installing from Windows PowerShell, but again I had nothing.
No,
So
just
again
try,
I failed, sir.
this option, this option. So
I
this
will
is
try this thing, sir.
this is called
I will
manual
try this.
installation. This is called manual installation. Okay.
Yes.
So I think you all are able to understand everything. So now just we will work on the next project, that is called Google Assistant, or you can say Alexa. Clear? And for this, you all have to install 3.6 version of Python. So just see from where you have to install. Just let me show you. Because you can have multiple Python interpreter in your system at the same time. Clear? You can have multiple Python interpreter in your system at the same time, and you can choose as per the project. Suppose you are working on 3.6 Google Assistant, then you have to use 3.6. If you are working on face recognition, then you have to use 3.8. So based on your project or type of project, you can just change the interpreter. Clear? Where you will get option, just see here. Just install and go to file menu. You will get option new project and just click on it. Then you will get option to change the, just 1 minute. You will get option to change from this. Just click on this new environment using this, and you will get option here. Actually, in my system, I am having 3.8 and 3.6 both. So you can see we have two options are there. Yes or no? So just select according to your project, that which kind of project you are working. So if you are working on face recognition, just select 3.8. If you are working on uh, Google Assistant, then you have to use 3.6. Just select 3.6 and just create project. So this is one first step, and then you have to install 3.6 from this place. Just write Python 3.6 download. Just write in Google Python 3.6 download. And the first link you will open, and just scroll down, and you will get multiple files here. When you will scroll down, you will get multiple files here. So just select, this one that I have selected, just this one. Windows 86 64 executable installer. Clear? Just select this one. This is the 3.6 version of Python that you can install in your system. So this will work in both 32-bit as well as 64-bit. And then next part, you all have to install some libraries also. Just install it and then create a new project with 3.6 installer, and then install each and every libraries that I will suggest you in next class. So just install speech recognition library, install a PyTTSX3 library, PyWhat-it library. There are so many libraries out there. So you have to install all these libraries. PyAudio, clear? So all these things you all have to install in that project. So just we will work on, just complete this one, and then we will start on next project. Clear, everyone? Okay, if it's clear, then just if anyone is having any doubt, you can ask. Okay, one more thing. If anyone is having problem with PIP, or you are not able to install face recognition or DLib, so just try Conda. Conda is also their option. You can with the help of Conda command also you can use. Just search for this on the Google and you will get some ideas. Conda option is there, PIP option is there, or a third option that I have shown you. You have to install that file, and you have to install manually also. You can do this one. Okay, just stop here.